Welcome to the second video of Spring testing. So in the first video I talked about what is testing, why is it important, and then I also highlighted Spring testing versus Spring Boot testing, and then I also talked a little bit about JUnit 5 versus JUnit 4, and then I showed you that Spring 6 uses JUnit 5 by default. So in this video, I'm just going to explain what is Spring testing and then how does it actually operate. So in Spring testing, you need Spring test library or spring-test.jar file. And that jar file is containing all the necessary classes that will help you to run your test. So how does Spring testing work? So it works on the idea of what we call test context. And this test context is an application context that is prepared for you by Spring that will then be used to run your test. So there is an application context that you can use for your production code, but there's an application context also that is specifically, created or built to run all your tests in your Spring application. And also in the Spring test, we have an annotation called a context configuration, and this annotation will help you to create that application context, that test context. It will help you to create that application context. And you can pass this annotation some configuration files. And these files can be in the form of classes or XML. And then based on that, Spring will read those files and then create an application context for you. So I'm just going to go into the IDE to show you this Spring test before we end this this video or this lecture. So I'm in a Spring Boot, but as I said, Spring Boot testing uses Spring test. So if I control click on this Spring Boot starter test, as you can see, you have all these modules that are added for you. Asset J, you have Hamcrest, Jupiter, Mockito, and many more. But I'm interested in the Spring test one. You can also find it here on your Maven dependency tree. As you can see, under Spring Boot test, we have Spring test. If you really want to see this and what it is, this is just a jar file. You can actually open that jar file and see what it has. All right, we can actually do it even here. So I'm just going to show you quickly Spring Boot starter test. Spring Boot starter test. Okay, I can even look at it from here. Okay, let me come here. Spring Boot starter test. Okay, it already included that. Spring test, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. So these are all the classes that will help you to write tests in Spring Boot, testing. All right. So thank you guys for watching this video. In the next video, I'm going to talk to you about some extensions. So we are going to see how we can extend our JUnit. Like we want to take the Spring Boot Spring test context and integrate it into JUnit runtime or JUnit context you know. So for us to achieve that, we will use some extensions.